everyone, this is Nakul Arora once again with some entertainment with a lot of sense. Thank you to all my subscribers. It's been 46 of you now, so 47 is a family. I know we're moving slow, but we're steady, so glad about it. Obliged to everyone who's hit the subscribe button and also press the notifications bell. Along with that, I also want to thank the people who've hit the like button, left a comment. Every like that you leave motivates me, gives me an inspiration to go ahead and make more videos for you, and it means a lot to me. I really cannot express in words that how much your support means to me. Just keep pouring it in, and I promise I'm working really hard to get great content to you. And alongside that, today we're talking about one of the most common, and it's become a phobia these days, the word friend zone. So the friend zone is something we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how we misused it and how we've gone completely on the wrong track with this word, and how this word has ruined the relationship between two friends. There is really this people are scared to be friends these days, and I've seen people actually shaming two people for being friends and just trying to tell one person that your friend zone, mostly the guy. Actually, the guys are told that he's actually in the wrong place, he's in the friend zone. So today I'll just break the bubble, and I want to tell you that the friend zone is the most misunderstood concept of the 21st century by far that I've studied. So initially, let me ask you, if any one of you feels that you've ever been into the friend zone, or if one of your friends feels that he's been in the friend zone, I would really want you to ask them these three questions, or just share the link of this video and let them ask these questions to themselves. So here's your first question: did the other person ever confess to you clearly that they have romantic feeling towards you? No, they never did. The truth is that they were just making pinky promises between friends, and you, maybe innocent, or maybe just took it too far and took them as signals for beginning something that the other person never wanted to. And that's where everything begins. That's where the relation goes on the wrong stage. Things between friends are much more clearer, and just you just need to know that if your friend would have a liking towards you, they would be direct, and that is the kind of attitude you need to have. If you're good friends, you need to be clear about your feelings, and if the other person is not clearly telling you something, just most of the time, I'm not going to say every time, most of the times they do not know what you're making up out of them. Because you must remember, a friendship has seen more promises than a relationship has even imagined. Even with your same gender friends, male to male, female to female, you make a lot of promises. There's a lot of emotion that goes into a friendship. Friendships usually last longer than relationships when they begin before marriage, of course. Even your friends are going to be with you in times which are worse than they're going to be when you're in a relationship. There's logic behind everything. We'll talk about it some other day. I come to the second question. This is the important one. When you confess your feelings, or whenever you gave them a hint, or let's say when you were direct from that point, did they ever commit to you that they might change their opinion, or they might get attracted to you? In the maximum cases that I've come across, or the most people I ask the question, the answer comes out no. They actually say that I don't want to lose you. They're not wrong. They don't want to lose you. You're a great friend. You made that space in their life, and be proud of it. It's really one of the hardest things to do. Being somebody's good friend and being important to somebody is a very nice achievement that you can have. Sorry, I did not get a word for that. A little pause. But the thing is that it's something which you should be very happy about. But it does not always mean that you're important to someone. That person is looking for a relationship with you. That would not always be the case, and most of the times that's where we mistake. They don't want to lose a friend, and you should understand the space you made in their life is important, and they did not make a mistake. They did not change their opinion. You were the one who has changed your opinion, who has come over with a new expectation. Initially, friendship, when you're friends, this expectation was not set in the beginning, but never in between. In the moment you set the expectation, they deny your expectations. But they're clear about their preferences. They're clear about what they need. They need you in their life, and that's nowhere a signal that if you stay in their life, they might change their opinion. That is never going to be the case. Do not expect people to fall for you just because you hang in there too long. It's always going to be a disappointment. And the last and the most important question, this is for the most, I think this is disgusting when it happens. Did initially, when you started your friendship, did you ever start with a commitment that, okay, we're friends, but we might fall for each other one day, and the other person has to agree with it? The third question, the answer is always no. No, never in life, nobody can start with a commitment. Let's start with being friends, and let's see from, maybe we fall for each other. But if one of us falls, we're bound. The other person has a contract which has been signed. That's never going to be the case. So all three questions, the answers are no. The other person was not at fault. And now comes to the important part, friends, that who is the victim? You say that the person who fell for the other person is a victim. Friends, just be a little practical and a little empathetic towards the other person. Everybody, if you've been in a friend zone, not been in a friend zone, if you are a critic of friend zone, or people who treat people like friends and they don't fall for them when they fall for them, just listen to that. Just feel the pain. You call the person who fell for the other person a victim. What about the other person who started as a friend, continued as a friend, did everything that a friend is supposed to do, and getting into a relationship when the other person wants is not something you should expect out of your friends. But that other person did not change his opinion, did not come up with new expectations. He or she was just not ready to accept the new expectations that you're trying to set between the relationship. And that is what they bear the heaviest cost for. They bear a cost of separation. They are separated from one of the most important friends. So your friends lose a friend, the other person, the friend loses their most special friend just because you change your opinion. So entirely they are the ones who are suffering, they are the victims. And the society and the social media, not the society doesn't care actually. Most of the societies are very, unaware of the term friend zone, the elderly society. But our generation, the meme creators, social media warriors, bash the people who actually denied somebody's love. I cannot air quote from both the hands, I'm sorry, I'm using the phone on the other hand. So yeah, the other person, the person who is the considered to be the criminal of the friend zone, considered to be the culprit, actually I think that is the person in most cases who is the victim of the friend zone. They lose their friend, and along with that they have to take all the critics that they were the ones who did not realize your feelings. Well, I think we need to be a little civil towards them. There's two things, and very clearly I'm very honest about it. I've experienced, not the same things, but uh, on and off with other people, there has been discussions that there are two ways that you fall into the friend zone. Yes, there is something like a friend zone, but then how do you fall into it? There is just two ways. One, you're attracted to someone and you decide to begin as friends. You decide to build in a foundation, and then capture them. Then they just throw your charm in and just rule the woman over, or the man over. I think here you're trying to be too smart with it, and relationships are not built with a lot of cunning mind. That's business, what you do with a cunning mind. You need to be more open about your feelings. If it has to develop, it will develop within weeks, and if it is not supposed, if it's not going to happen, trust me, guys, 15 months, 5 years, 10 years, again, it's again the same thing. If it will have to happen, it will happen on some day. But you think that you laying a foundation becoming inevitable for a person would help? I think you're on the wrong track. You're actually a mastermind. You're actually um, a kind of a crook over here. Embarrassing, true. That's what you're playing in your friendships, and the way you're making a way to the friend zone. The second is when you are friends with somebody, and that's the common one. And I can understand from both the ends here that when you close with someone, you become friends, you get close, and at that time you start to feel that this person is somebody I want to spend my life with. There's I have a little sympathy for you, but I really want to say that you need to be more conscious, because you're the smarter ones. Happens when you spend a lot of time with someone, when you talk to them regularly, when you share each other's joy and pains. You start to feel that it'll be nice that to share the rest of the life with this person as well. But then I think more understanding is expected out of you. Yes, you guys try to feel that the other person is a very important person in your life, but you also are the person who should understand that if you value that person, really you value that person, respect their choice, respect their decision of not going on with something that you wanted, and just hang in there for your friends. And if you can't, you are free to leave, both of you. You're free to leave, you're free to leave the other person, but never ever dare to tell somebody that they misused your feelings, that they actually denied something which was there for the taking. You lose somebody who loved you, I lost somebody who did not love me. Sorry, you lost a person who actually considered you as a friend. That person just lost somebody who was expecting a relationship out of a friendship that they built. So you are clearly the person. It's okay, it's hard for some people. I have empathies for you. I understand that you guys are having a tough time when it comes to leaving the person, or letting it be. That's the second part. This is the hard part. You can actually let it be and continue with the relationship, continue with your friendship. It's beautiful, no worries. You just let your feelings aside and enjoy, and actually be happy for the other person. Just maintain your relationship as it has always been, and trust me, there's no other feeling better than this. You will find somebody else, they'll find somebody. Still, I don't think that if it's a well-built friendship, it's a very strong bond, it's worth losing on just because it cannot be something which you want it to be. Just continue with it. I think this is one of the most beautiful gifts that you have. Don't mess things up. Just stay along with your friends. And that's the difficult thing, but that is the thing that's going to give you the most benefits. So the best advice over here is try to let your feelings aside. It's just very simple, don't think it's very difficult. It's just like when you had to study and you still wanted to go in the playground and play. You let the feeling of playing and the excitement to play aside, and the same time and the same focus you used in your studies and cleared your different levels of education, because that was the right thing to do at that time. So here as well, keeping your friend, being with them is the right thing to do. Stick to that agenda, stick to that lifestyle, and you'll be happy. The other person is happy, and making others happy is the best thing you can do in your life. But this is also making you happy. This is the best that can be done in that situation, not with an expectation of the love to grow or the friendship to grow into love. That's something you should never do. No expectations of things to turn around for you. But if you just focused that that's how we're going to go, nothing better than that. But still, if you're not able to do it, the second option is the option for you, my friend. Go ahead, stay aside of the person. You need to tell the person, explain them properly that it's not possible for you to actually continue seeing them every day. And always make sure that you apologize and express that how bad you feel about it, because you're making a mistake. You're the one who changed your opinion, and you owe an apology to the other person. And never ever speak ill of the people you change your opinion about. They're always your friends, and they're still your friends. You're the person who's expecting something more out of it. So just always make sure that you know all these things. And if anybody of you feels that you are in the friend zone, or other persons is in the friend zone, and if there's something which you want to tell me more about the friend zone, leave a comment below. And if you like the idea and the way I've seen this situation, please leave a like. And if you are in a partial disagreement but you don't want to bash it in the comments, leave a dislike. I appreciate them as well. I take feedbacks very well. And the most important, subscribe and hit the notifications bell. And we're going to hit the milestones soon. Every member of the family means a lot to me. Thank you so much so far, and I'm going to hope to see you soon in the next video. Thank you so much for the day.